Hello, everybody. It is October 4th. It's almost 4 o'clock. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. This audio shouldn't be long, but I wanted to talk about weather cycles and why these are important and how these transfer to trading. I'm going to post this so most people have access to the reading part of it, but I wanted to make a certain part for our subscribers. And so for our subscribers, I wanted to just kind of talk about um, how I use these to trade. So if you remember, if you've been with me for a long time, I've been posting publicly for many years. Um, Basically, I had a very strong, a lot of posting in about the time of 2018 through 2021. Stopped for a little bit when I was working with a larger hedge fund and being audited by some big auditors. And then I started back up again recently. If you remember what I talked about back then in these weather cycles, I talked about the fact that we would see after 2020 into 2021, I kept talking about that we were going to see things happening that haven't happened in a long time. Um, because I understand that the weather cycles are mainly a predictor of volatility. um, we're going to see extreme extremes, very very cold winters, very very hot summers. It's not a way of looking at it and going, I know this is going to happen, I know this is going to happen. It's understanding the volatility of these weather cycles. And so what that's going to do is create price volatility. And also most of the time with this cycle and all these cycles that we're seeing right now, and I'll get into that this soon, but next week, I will get into that soon. I will start talking about how all of these cycles are coming together. And as they're all coming together, we're going to see longer winters, shorter summers. And most of the time, this is shorter growing seasons, create less supply while there's crazy demand and inflation going on right now, all under the surface. But if any of that was to trigger, it could be insane. Not to mention, let's say the market keeps going down here and then we get a hey, we kind of need to do something about this market getting hammered every single day. We also get rates pulled back to, a lower range or zero. Any of those factors, or just a pause or something. I'm not even calling for rate cuts because right now it's very far away. But just saying, in the next year, you could see a pause or rate cuts. And you add that to the fact of this cycle coming into play. Um, Man, this is going to look like the 70s. And the last time this did happen was around the 70s. If you remember that at that time, there was also a lot of calling for global cooling. And not global warming happened later, but it was global cooling then. The world was going to slip back into an ice age, was something that was headline news back in the 70s. It was just a cycle. And so, as we're seeing, like possibly going into this kind of bad weather period that could come into play, we're going to see more volatility in the commodity prices. I'd be very, you have to understand commodities right now. You have to be really learn how to trade them. It's urgent to just have an understanding of how to trade the commodity cycle, especially because of these weather cycles that are kind of coming into play. All these are coming together. I'm going to post more about that soon. Hope everybody's having a good week, and we'll be trading this just like everybody else. Hope you're handling the volatility well. Hope your stops are wide and your positions are small. We will talk soon.